All right, Wayne Bettis here, the founder of the Off the Tools podcast. I just want to introduce you to our brand new sponsor, directplumbing.supplies.com. It is founded by a former tradesman who has set up his own plumbing and heating merchants. He has an online shop, which is obviously at directplumbing.supplies.com, and he delivers across the UK. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to what is going to be soon the Trades Growth Summit. I'm Francis Rodino.
And I'm Wayne Bettis.
We are your co-hosts to guide you through this journey, this virtual online summit where we're bringing together 30 plus of the top world's coaches, trades business owners, experts, writers, speakers, motivational enthusiasts to help you level up your business
and life. It's like even though I'm involved, I'm still, in awe of what we are creating. It is, unbelievable.
Well, it's interesting because it started as an idea, and the idea started to snowball. We thought we wanted to do something new in the industry, but more than anything, we wanted to offer massive value. We believe the trades industry deserves it. And what better way to do it in the post-COVID era of Zoom and online was to put this content online. But we did have a big vision, and the guests that we've got who have rallied with us and contributed their best content in aid of Help for Heroes. It's been really incredible. And we wanted to,
even if this was a paid event, like for profit, this lineup would have just been like unbelievable. The fact that it's to raise money for Help for Heroes, is just, it's just like the icing on the cake, isn't it? Because it's a win-win-win for everybody.
It is a win-win. And really asking Wayne Bettis to be a part of it was sort of a no-brainer, because, Wayne, you're just so involved in the community. You do a lot for people. You believe in the cause, and your heart is where it should be. So partnering up for this initiative seems like just such a great way to collaborate as well.
100% collaboration, is the key for everybody. I think the more people can collaborate and work together, the better.
So Wayne, from your point of view, you've got this amazing community, bunch of communities online. You are in the trenches, you run a trades business yourself as well, and you're coaching others to level up their life and business. What do you see as the problems these days? Like, what are the challenges, and why is content like this important? Why is it of value to people?
So you only know what you know. And, I have the pleasure of speaking with people from across the UK, and a lot of the problems come back to knowledge, and we can spend 2 to 5 years training to be a tradesperson with our hands. Yeah. But then we go and start a business, on a whim, or a couple of pints in a pub, and like, yeah, I can do that. With no training, no guidance, no mentors. Obviously times are changing, and it's becoming more, not the knowledge is getting more available, and things like the Trades Growth Summit are playing a key role in getting this knowledge out, because it only takes a few new ideas to totally transform your business and your life. And I've experienced this firsthand. People that know me know a bit of my story. I'm not going to bore you all into it right now, but I made a few small changes at a time. I didn't just wake up one morning and change everything and change the world. I made a few changes that worked. So then I made a few more. That worked. Made a few more. That worked. Sometimes they didn't work. Sometimes it didn't help me at all. But I just kept going, consistently soaking up knowledge. And more importantly, like, knowledge is worthless without action. So what we're doing is sort of phase one. We've put together the A team of knowledge people, if that's even a word. I don't even know if that makes sense, but you know what I mean. But then fundamentally, first of all, the people watching have got to consume it. They've got to extract the lessons from that, and implement it, take action on that knowledge, because that's how you get change. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. I think it was Albert Einstein or someone that said, it's insanity.
Yeah.
And it all comes back. You did a great video the other day, didn't you, about the knowledge society economy that we live in. And I always add, whenever you mention that, I always add, but knowledge is worthless without action. So, and these sort of events, which, as far as I know, this is a unique, one of a kind. No one's ever done this in this industry before. Will be absolutely filled with things that you can take away and implement in your business. And what makes it even better is that it's on demand, which means, you can watch the video, you can watch it 100 times. You can watch it at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can watch it on the way to a job. It's like the Netflix of trade growth summits. It's all there whenever you want it. And it's like, this is why these sort of online things are the future, because we could have put this on as an event, like a 2-day event where, you turn up in London or whatever and do it. But then it's done, isn't it? You've done the summit and it's done. Housing it online in like it's an exclusive members area means that the content can live on, the knowledge can guide people, because I go back, I read stuff 2, 3, 4 times. I listen to things. You don't always pick it up the first time. So the fact it's on demand, to me, makes it just priceless, really. I think I went in a full circle there, but in essence,
no, it's important to know, because
knowledge.
A lot of people have been asking, or they've been concerned about, oh, I'm not going to be there on the day, or I'm busy, I'm on the tools, etc. No, this content, it's there for you anytime, anywhere, forever. All you do is you make a donation to Help for Heroes via our page at the link, tradesgrowthsummit.org. You'll see the button there to donate. It'll take you to a landing page. You donate. There's a few choices of options for various budgets. Okay. And then that will give you access to the membership area. Now, you will get the link for the membership area on the 15th of November. We're going to open up the doors. So nothing will happen at the moment, but we're building out anticipation. And after the 15th, this is closed. We're closing the doors. Everyone who has donated will have access to this repository of knowledge that's divided into 3 parts. Part 1, success mindset, rewiring your brain to think differently. Because as Wayne was saying, if you're doing the same things again and again, it's insane to think you're going to get a different result. We need to do different things. How do we do different things? We have to think different thoughts, right? So our speakers, they are the best of the best in the world. Motivational speakers, inspirational speakers, authors, coaches, they do this. They help you to think differently. Okay. And so mindset is all about thinking differently, so we can then make different decisions in our business and our life. Part 2 is about marketing mastery. So we have experts in Google Ads, Google My Business, SEO, Facebook ads, running a business, marketing automation, that is going to show you how to grow your business sustainably, how to get more leads coming into your business, and how to close more jobs and get more cash in the bank. Part 3 is about business and leadership. Being a business owner means being a leader. You have to be at the forefront, lead your team. You have to take the action that's going to produce the results that you're looking for. How to attract and retain A-list engineers, right? One of the biggest problems in trades businesses that I always see is like, how do I find the right staff and people to help me? Well, you need to attract them. Your business has to be attractive. Your offer, your compensation, but not just the financial compensation. You know, what Tommy Mello was saying, he's really big. We've interviewed Tommy Mello. He's one of the biggest business owners and most successful business owners in the UA. He runs A1 garages. They install garages. It was a huge thing in the US.
Don't they like gross like 100 million in turnover?
$100 million, 400 employees. You could not achieve that without teams. And he's all about teams. And what he said, if you listen to his session, was really interesting. He's like, when you're hiring someone, you're hiring their family. You're hiring their girlfriend, their boyfriend. You're hiring their dog. You're hiring the people that they bring on. You're hiring their life. So it's up to the business owner, right? Not the employee, to create a situation that can not just attract, but be a positive factor in someone's life. Otherwise, they're going to be looking around for the next best thing, or you're going to invest. It's very costly to hire than fire someone. And you invest in all of this training stuff. And then after 6 months, they go, bye-bye, they're going to the next business, right? So I think a lot of businesses, they're focused on what's wrong with their staff instead of focusing on what's wrong with their business.
You've just absolutely nailed it there. And, you know, I suppose it's a bit of a mentality thing. Is whenever there's a problem, the first thing I do is say, what could I have done? Yeah? What could I have done? I always turn it back to me. And all I hear is people can't find the staff. They can't retain them. They can't this, can't that. We're all fishing from the same pond, right? Plimliclo, British Gas, whoever, you know, they don't have this magic pool of engineers that only they get to fish from, right? We're all in the same pond. We can all get these people, but it's how we present ourselves, how we put the offer to the people, as you said with what Tommy said about, you know, you're not just, I love that, and that analogy, you're not just employing them, you're employing their life effectively, aren't you? It's a big part, 8 hours a day, you know. And so many people think they don't put enough effort into the job role, you know, the attraction side, making their company a place that, yeah, you know, I want to work there. You know, when I had lots of staff, I attracted the wrong staff, you know, quite frankly, because I made it a fun environment, a more laddish, you know, socially sort of environment. So what did I attract? I attracted a load of young guns that wanted to party and wanted to have fun. And do you know what I mean? Like, and I at the time, I wondered why I could never find, do you know, reliable people that didn't have Mondays off. And they have Mondays off because they're out on the drink all Sunday night, you know. It didn't take a brain scientist to work it out when I actually understood the process. And yes, it's Tommy's one. I'm really looking forward to that for those that don't know about him, you know.
What's great about this summit, Wayne, and what we're seeing in all of these interviews, that success leaves clues. Tommy says that as well. This is why we're finding these people and we're bringing them to you. You would never be able to find this knowledge. You'd have to cherry pick one by one and also pay a lot of money and go to seminars and all of that. So we're basically going to the best and we're asking them, how did they become the best and what do people need to do, right? And they're telling us. They're telling you how to do it. And it's going to be all here in this membership area. And then it's up to you to actually learn it and take action in your business.
And it's not just and it's not just all focused around, the business, which is fantastic as well. Like I've had the pleasure of interviewing two Help for Hero ambassadors, Spencer and Jamie, who, the lessons that I learned from that was like with regards to resilience and overcoming adversity, and it all plays a part in all aspects of our life. Honestly, it is mind blowing the level of knowledge that is involved in this event. I just wish I could get it out to as many people as possible. I really do. It's been a pleasure to be involved in. Now the journey is to get it in front of as many people as possible, isn't it, Francis?
Absolutely right. And so we're asking you to not only make a donation to support our wounded veterans. They deserve a helping hand after the sacrifices that they've made for this country and its safety, but also to help spread this knowledge to other trades, businesses. You might have friends, family, acquaintances. Let them know about this initiative, because we're closing the doors on 15th of November. This content will not be accessible. This is going to be a select group of people, the 1%, I like to put it, because a lot of businesses can't be bothered. They want the fruits of their business, but they are not ready to work at it and level up their mind and think differently. So we've created this for a special group of people that want more, deserve more, and are ready to take the action to create a life that where their business is not it's not a hamster wheel, but it's actually something that can help give them choices to build the business that they want, but also to give back as well. Because ultimately, when you reach a certain point of business, you want to leave a legacy, right? You want to leave a legacy, and that's by giving back to people. Once you take care of your own needs, you've got food on the table, you've got the things that you need. What else is there? But other than giving back and making a contribution. So please tell people, spread the word, share our posts. This is 100% non-for-profit. No one's making one penny on this.
But yeah, okay? and I'd like to add, not the speakers either. Like we haven't paid the speakers. They've taken time out of their busy schedules to help us support Help for Heroes for this as well. So I think they all deserve a round of applause for taking that time. The least we can do is encourage everyone to share this, donate to Help for Heroes, because I dread to think, have you totaled up what sort of value in content you think is going to be sitting in this vault?
Looking at it, I would say we're already in the many millions. Okay, you can take it, do it, put £1 million revenue in the next year if you take these ideas.
Yeah.
From advertising to recruitment to mindset. For God's sake, we've got the guy that wrote the E-Myth Revisited, which is the #1 small business book in the world for the past, 25 years. Okay, he wrote the book on systematizing and growing your business. That is Craig Wilkinson's, head of the Elite Business Academy. That is one of his 3 top first recommendations to anyone that is just thinking, I deserve more. It's time to grow my business, get out of the hamster wheel and build a business, a lucrative business. That's one of the 3 books that he recommends. We've got him on this summit.
And you nailed it there. Build a business. I talk to this all the time across the groups. Most people just have a job, right? And they don't realize it. So building a business takes more effort, but bigger rewards. It can take a little bit longer, but you get better long-term rewards from it all. And you're going to learn every trick of the trade. from multi-millionaires to ex-servicemen to, you know, just the whole wealth. It's not just, it's the information that you're getting is the words that I'm struggling to find the words is coming from every single angle. Yeah. So it's easy to sit there and watch some people that are super successful and think, it's easy for them and blah, blah, blah. But that's again, what makes this event so different is that we've got people from all walks of life, you know, from every challenge that you can imagine, from business challenges, life challenges, health challenges, mental health challenge, you know, and they've overcome this and have built the life and the businesses and they're sharing that with you guys, which is just mind blowing. And, you know, I know Carolina doesn't come on camera much, but, you know, her, who's Francis's wife, you know, these two, it was their idea to do this. And I shared it the other day that when they come to me with the idea, I genuinely thought, you know, they'll give it a go. We'll get a couple of speakers. It'll be probably like one day's worth of content. And then it started getting a bit serious. They got a couple of big names. And I thought, okay, maybe. And then the names just kept coming. And it was just like, what are these achieved? How they've managed to knock them doors down to get the people we've got, like, is just mind blowing. And I it's just been a pleasure to have the opportunity to be a part of it. You know, like, I'm down as the co-host, right? Which in essence, you know, I've been doing a few interviews. What Francis and Carolina have been doing is building this, you know, the websites, the marketing, you know, housing it all together, you know, the ideas, all the stuff that none of you will see, right? But there is just hours and days and days and days of effort, blood, sweat and tears. Weeks, you know, months really, isn't it? You know, that's how long it's been going on.
We are looking forward to some well-deserved holiday time after November 15th. That's for sure, if we can get that. But, you know, at the end of the day, look, you know, your Facebook community, Off the Tools, in theory, you know, for me, it stands for exactly that. And what does Off the Tool? I think that people take the term off the tools way too lightly, and they don't necessarily understand what it means. Because being off the tools means growing a business, not a job. Growing a business with systems and people and marketing and operations and everything that entails, and people don't realize it, or they don't know how to do it because there isn't a school. There's Off the Tools Academy, right? But there isn't necessarily a end-to-end school that will teach you how to get off the tools bit by bit by bit. It's not easy, right? And so that's what Off the Tools really means, like the E-Myth Revisited, you know, growing a business that gives you choice, gives you some freedom, you know, gives you options in life. And this is what we want to help you do. In order to do that, you need to think differently to the next person, to your competitor who's doing the same old thing. And yesterday I interviewed Mike Michalowicz, the author of Profit First and The Pumpkin Plan. And he's got a new book called Get Different. And that's all about how the consumers have become sort of numb to marketing, right? Like, if you have the same website as everybody, you will be ignored. If you have the same message, buy this spoiler, 10% off, you're commoditized and ignored. And so what he's even saying, he has a challenge to trades businesses, and he's saying, I challenge you as trades businesses to do something different and be brave enough. Because what he's also saying is that the fear that people have to stand out stops them from actually standing out. You know, and there's different ways of doing it, from how you color your vans or how you turn up at, you know, it's not all about just doing your Google ads or doing your websites, right? So thinking differently, there's a massive opportunity. Why? Because most people are shit at it. So if you do something different, you're going to stand out like a light bulb. in a boring industry. Okay. And I say boring not in a disrespectful way, but boring as in a lot of people, there's an opportunity to actually stand out and be exciting and love your customers and come with energy. And your customer experience also is a way to differentiate yourself.
I was just about what you just said there. We covered a lot in our lead management course, didn't we? About trying to be different from everybody else and standing out. And I always come back to I've got a great example of this standing out. That every town has their established estate agents, right? They all wear their nice suits, their shoes. All very, very similar. And a few years back, a couple of youngish lads set up a new one. Didn't have an office. They were just working out of one of these shared offices, and really, they did the same job as everyone else, but they stood out. They wore bright purple suits, right? You saw them when they were walking down to a viewing. You knew who they were. They sponsored absolutely like every local event, and they turned up in these flashy purple suits with their purple ties. Purple was their color, and within 5 years, they're now the biggest agent in our county with multiple offices, and really, all they were doing at the early days were being different. It really doesn't take much to stand out from a boring market.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at Charlie Mullins.
Yeah.
Brand your vans, have some company values. Your messaging, and they're not cheap. I've used Pimlico plumbers. They're like one of the most expensive operations you can buy in London. But you create a brand, you create a business. That's a whole difference there. So anyway, Mike Michalowicz is going to go really deep into marketing and standing out in a crowded market with some great ideas, things that you guys can take away right now and do. Yeah. So this is pretty much just this preview of the Trades Growth Summit, what you're going to get, why we're doing it, how it works. It's pretty easy. We are asking the community to come together, make a difference for yourselves, make a difference for our wounded soldiers, and take your business and life to the next level in 2022 and beyond. This is for you, my friends.
Yeah, I'd echo everything Francis just said there. And you just don't want to miss it. You really don't, because this is, I'm going to borderline once in a lifetime information, because it's not going to, no one else is going to pull this off. No one's going to create an event like this. They can try, but they're not going to get the names. They're not going to get the people. They're not going to get the energy that has surrounded everything that we've all been doing. And literally, I'm going to go through it step by step. Okay. All you've got to literally do to get access is go to tradesgrowthsummit.org. Okay. So I'll repeat that, tradesgrowthsummit.org. Then there's like a landing page. I think there's a little pretty video of Francis, giving some explanations. Basically, there's a button that says, gain access, reserve my access, or something along them lines.
Donate for access.
Donate for access. There we go. Which then takes you through to the donate page. I think there's 5 or 6 options that you can choose to donate. The more the better. The more you can afford to donate, amazing. But the access is equal. So choose the level of donation that you can afford and you're happy to do. Put your payment details in. Press the button, and then that is it. The money goes straight to Help for Heroes through the funding pages that we've used. There's a running total, I believe, on that page as well.
Oh yeah, I wanted to mention we're trying to raise 10K. That's our target. We're about just over 20% at the moment. We need your help. 10K for our heroes, guys.
Yeah. And then after you've donated and you've submitted the details, you will get an email. Did you say it's on the 15th? So they'll wake up basically.
You will get access on the day to a unique link that will give you access to the membership area, and the whole repository. They're Netflix for trades that we've created.
And it's super easy. You're going to be able to just like scroll, click, and it will show you the videos in that category, and you just watch it, rewatch it, come back to it a week later if you need to, a year later. It's there for you forever. So take advantage of this while it's on the table, because it ain't always going to be on the table, and you've got to seize the opportunity. On that note, I'm another great guest we've got called Rob Moore, whose new book is called Opportunity. And this is an opportunity. Go grab it, right? Grab it with both hands. We're not asking for a lot, and even better, we're not asking for anything. It's to raise money for Help for Heroes. Go grab it, and then we'll see you in the members area.
Okay. Have a great day. Go donate. See you later. Thanks, guys.
Don't forget, no excuses. Now go and do it.
I really hope you enjoyed the show. I just wanted to pull it out there for anyone listening that I offer business coaching, but also life coaching. My life is centered around something called the 3 Bs, which stands for body, business, and balance. When you work with me as a coach, we tackle all 3 aspects of life. So you as an individual, body, mindset, health, fitness, knowledge, education. Business B obviously stands for your business, improving, maximizing opportunities, elevating, making more money. And balance stands for your friends, family, loved ones, making time for everything in your life. And the 3 Bs is the core element to that. If you'd like to learn more, I would ask you to reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you might be consuming my information. Or you can email me directly at wayne@offthetools.co.uk. I'm here waiting to assist you to elevate across all aspects of life. Have a good one. No excuses. Let's go.